What is good with you? It is your boy Travis Kinley coming back to you with another one. I figured, I'm on the way to the house. I figured I would give you fine folks, especially those who are not drivers, you've never been a driver, maybe it's been a while since you've driven. Figured I'd give you folks a fine tour around Atlanta, 285, 20 eastbound. That's where I'm going. I'll tell you what I did. So I timed this. All right. So before today, last night I slept in Tupelo, Mississippi, and before then Oklahoma. It was somewhere in Oklahoma. I slept somewhere in Oklahoma. It was like, here we go. See, this foolishness is about to start already this morning. We good. We got this, y'all. We good. We're gonna do it nice and slow. Watch this. Nice and slow. We're still giving that driver room on the shoulder. Then boom, we locked it in. Anyways, so I timed it well, right? Oh, the hotel. I woke up at the hotel. That was I slept before Tupelo, Mississippi. I slept at the hotel in Sayre, Oklahoma. That's where it was. All right, so I was in the hotel. I done had it figured out. I figured if I left the hotel at about 5, right, I was going to do a 10-hour shift, okay? And then, no, is that, I left at about 7 then. I left at about 7, right? And I figured I'd do a 10-hour shift roughly, and then I would stop at around like 5, 6 p.m., something like that, right? Well, then when I got to Tupelo, I done figured if I left at 5 a.m. from Tupelo, that means inspection at 4:40, 4:45. If I left Tupelo at 5, I figured that'll put me on 285 at 10 a.m., right? I was about 300 miles away, roughly 4 hours, and then you got the hour time change, okay? Uh, so, well, I did that math. When I did that math, I did that at 60 miles an hour, right? So I said, well, 5 a.m. hour time change, that's 6 a.m. Then I got to 300 miles. That'd be, well, whatever. That would have been 11 a.m. Whatever I did the math at about 60 to 65 miles an hour. Because when I got to the pilot in, well, I think that was Emerson, Georgia, is where I just left. When I got to that pilot, I realized I was a good 45 minutes ahead of schedule, and we needed to make an adjustment. So I did me a little 30-minute break because what I was trying to do was allow the morning rush people to get y'all get where y'all need to go. I don't want to fight with nobody. I don't want to be arguing over lane change and all this other stuff. Y'all get where y'all need to go, and then then I'll leave the pilot. So I went to pilot. Got a little Subway chicken, bacon, and ranch, or chicken and bacon ranch, whatever, chicken and bacon with some ranch, whatever they call that little sandwich. Got a little 6-inch sandwich. Figure I'd get me a little bit of calories in my system. And then I started driving again. So now it is approximately 10 o'clock a.m., and we are 9 miles away from 285. So I was like, I'm going to go ahead and record this real quick, so people understand this is 10 a.m. At 8 a.m., like, it's going to be slight foolishness at 10 a.m., fully expecting it, right? But at 8 a.m., y'all, it is worse. It is the shutdown, okay? 4 p.m., it is the shutdown. 5 p.m., it is the shutdown on crack. It's ridiculous. I better get a bypass or something with this way station because I do not have no time for this. So this jump better say, all right. The sign is stuck on bypass. You'll see it. We're passing it right now here. It's stuck on bypass, so we're good. Nevertheless, so that's what's going on. I tried to time this well. I'm just trying to get to the house, man. Y'all, I can't stand Atlanta. And if you've never driven before, you cannot really understand the frustration, the weight of what I'm talking about until you drive. How do I know that? Because I have a friend, right? My friend Steve, we used to ride horses together, just chill all the time. He was an owner op back then when we rode horses together, right? Talking like maybe, I don't know, 2, 3 years ago, right? Something like that, 3, 4 years ago, between 2 and 4 years ago. He was an owner op then. He's been driving for a while, his own authority. Here we go. Let's go around. He's been driving for a while. He hauls cars, right? Well, I remember when I first started talking about driving trucks, it was like an hour. It was about a year before I actually started was when I started talking about driving trucks. Well, he told me he was like, "Man, I hate driving through Atlanta." Because I asked him like, "Well, where does he go?" And he told me where he goes, mainly staying in the southeast, yada yada yada. He said he hates driving through Atlanta. I was like, why? He was like, man, the traffic. And he told me about 285, but I don't know. I never really understood until I had to do it. I shouldn't have switched to this lane. We're gonna take our lane back. And then the first time I had to do it, oh man, dog, it's like it all made sense after that. It all made sense after that. Now, man, boy, if you're coming down 285, you better do it in the middle of the night or something, man. Early in the morning, something. Or, I mean, even sometimes like 11:30, 11 a.m., 12 o'clock, it'll still be stupid on 285. One time, I drove around Atlanta. 285, for those who are not familiar, is basically a circle that goes around Atlanta because commercial vehicles can't go through Atlanta, right? One time, I drove around Atlanta on Thanksgiving in the middle of the night and still dealt with traffic. Still had to deal with traffic. I was like, bro, y'all go to sleep, man. It was the absolute middle of the night. It's like y'all go to sleep, man. This is ridiculous, man. So this is it. We're gonna get this over with. Once we get this over with, 250 miles or so to the house, and we're on the last stretch. We're homebound. So we're gonna get this done. All right, Walmart. In case if you're not familiar, America's first 2027 NOx carbon compliant, whatever they calling it these days, truck is now on the road, and it is rolling for Walmart. Is anybody surprised? I'm not surprised. Nevertheless, I am currently bobtail, so maybe 285 won't be as bad just because I don't need as much of a gap in traffic to switch lanes in. We're gonna find out. I don't know if y'all gonna see the skyline of Atlanta in front of us, but we about to find out. My goodness, South Cobb, Riverside, boy, I tell you, we're gonna get this done though. It shouldn't be that bad. 10 a.m. I mean, come on, man. Y'all gotta give me a break, bro. I need to slow down. That's what I need to do. We are going to find out. I'm currently, hold on, I gotta sneeze. All right, I'm back. So, yeah, currently bobtail. I'll tell you something, which I'm gonna put in another video that's actually probably gonna post before this video. I am actually finishing a trip, bobtail, Vegas to the crib on the East Coast. Talking about it's roughly 2,300 miles, give or take a little bit. Probably close to 2,400. Look at this foolishness here. Boy, I tell you, God, dog, I do not like Atlanta, dog. I am sorry. I love all of y'all, all my subscribers who live in Atlanta. I love all of y'all. But Atlanta, in and of itself, no, family. I don't know why y'all live here. I don't really understand why y'all don't just move. It's not like y'all don't have nowhere to go. We have space where I live. You know what I'm saying? You can come to my city. You know, you don't have to. Y'all ain't got to stay here. You understand what I'm trying to tell you? Y'all ain't got to stay here. Let's try this lane. Let's see what happens. That's an exit only lane. We're going to switch back over. This is exactly what I mean, y'all. This is why I had that Subway before I left the pilot. Cause I knew. I said, man, let me go to the bathroom. Let me get me something to eat. You got to treat Atlanta like catching a flight. Like, let me make sure I don't need nothing to eat. I'm good. All my bodily functions are good. Everything's good because we going to be here for a while. So then, especially when you're driving a manual, oh my goodness. When I was running with Prime, I used to wonder why the manual trucks always driving so slow in traffic. Like, like I used to think, bro, y'all the reason traffic is blocked up because you're not going anywhere. If y'all would go, everything would be fine. Oh, no, 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 no. I get it now. I get it now. For those of you who may be wondering why these old trucks, these old cash looking trucks, why they going so slow? Well, the reason we going so slow is because we don't feel like shifting gears over and over and over in traffic. We don't feel like doing all that. We're just trying to stay in one gear and go. Okay? That's all we're trying to do. At worst, we're definitely just trying to float gears the whole time. We don't want to do anything that has anything to do with pressing the clutch in. Okay? We just want to float gears the whole time. But if I got to stop, now I got to push the clutch in. And, oh, that's too much, man. It's too much. We currently doing 15 miles an hour, and we ain't even in Atlanta yet. Oh my goodness, man. Don't worry, it's 10 a.m. I mean, I did the absolute best I could as far as timing goes. You know, timed it well. But yeah, I'm bobtail Vegas to the East Coast, heading to the house. Um, I went bobtail because my truck needs to go to the shop, and I just wanted to make sure I took as much stress off of my truck as possible. I dropped my trailer at a truck stop in Kingman, I believe, Arizona, and I wanted to have as little stress on my truck as possible because it really needs to go to the shop. Got a number of things wrong with it, which I detailed in another video. Check out that video. But it actually hasn't been that bad, right? Like, of course, the number one thing I was thinking about is fuel. Fuel actually wasn't that bad. It wasn't terrible. I basically did it on, see, here we go, bro. Here we go, dog. I basically did it on one tank of fuel. This is what I mean, dog. I basically did it on one tank of fuel. So that's not that terrible. Come on, bro. Just get in the lane, man. Killing me. So so that was good. I did put a little bit more in fuel in the tanks just so I could get home with roughly a third of a tank or something like that. And that way, when it goes to the shop, there's fuel in it for that. And when I get out the shop, I have fuel then, and I'm not like desperately in need for, and I'm not like desperately in need for a truck stop. As soon as I get out the shop, I can go back to the house. But yeah. So yeah, it's been a bobtail trip. Hadn't been that bad. Fuel hadn't been that bad. Uh, of course, parking definitely hadn't been that bad. Like at the hotel, I was able to put the truck in. I was able to put the truck in, you know, in car parking. Dog on it. Well, I thought that was going to be a good idea. I still think maybe it was a good idea. As far as the lane switch, it is what it is. Come on, car. Come on, car. So, going through these doggone gears. Hold on. That's what I mean, man. That's why we go slow, man. We're just trying to chill, yo. We're just trying to chill. Look at Penske taking a free ride. Go ahead, Penske. Last time I was in Atlanta, a Landstar driver waited to the last second to switch lanes to 285 exit that we in right now, that this lane right here. And he came beside me, and I thought about not letting him in, but I was like, you know what? Since you got the blue star on the side of your truck, we gonna let you in this time. But don't think we always gonna let you in. All right, we ain't always gonna let you in. Yeah, man. Sometimes I'm just like, why don't they split this city in half? You know what I mean? Just split it in half. Why do y'all even put up with this? Split it in half. You know, y'all got Georgia, y'all have room. Like y'all have land where you can split up. Okay? Why not take half of Atlanta, move it to South Georgia? You understand what I'm saying? Y'all don't all have to be in the same spot. Move half of Atlanta to South Georgia, and you know, hey, a lot of things will be better. Why don't we have another way to get from Alabama to, you know, the other side of Atlanta, whether South Carolina, anywhere on the other side, besides Tennessee? I'm not talking about, and really, no, that doesn't count. So yeah, why isn't there another way to get from Alabama to South Carolina, or to get from Alabama to Savannah, Georgia? Why we need another way? 285 should not be the only way. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. We need another way. It's got to be another way. It's got to be something else we can do. All right. So now we're now on 285. Okay. Okay. Traffic seems to be flowing. All right. Let's pick up the speed a little bit. Throw this bad boy in 10th gear. Okay. Okay. Hey. All right. So that's just that's I don't know. I'm just really not a big city type of person. I like my space. You know what I mean? We live on about 5 acres or so, and you know, you can just take a walk around your property. You can scream if you want to. You know, I don't know. You can just do whatever you want to do. You know, park your truck in your yard. You know, whatever you want to do. I like that type of living. I am just not a big city type of guy. So all of this, I never really understand. Like, why do people desire to sit in traffic for an hour or so every single day just to get to work? Why? Why? Like, why is that on your list of to dos? You know what I mean? I would change the whole list. But I'm telling y'all, 8 a.m. If y'all don't know what I'm going through, 8 a.m. is much worse than this. Nevertheless, truck has to go in the shop. It might be in the shop for a while. A little bumpy right there. Might be in the shop for a while. Not sure how long it's going to be. I have arranged to drive a fleet owner's truck, meaning somebody at Landstar who owns more than one truck. I'm going to drive his truck until I'm ready to get back in my own. Because number one, here we go. Come on, y'all. Just go. Everybody go. Because number one reason is because some revenue is better than no revenue. That's the number one reason. I do have to split my revenue with this driver, of course. You know, this is business. So that kind of hurts. And I say it kind of hurts just because, I don't know, when you're a BCO and you're getting X amount, you know, you get used to that. So when you got to split your revenue with somebody else, you're kind of like, you ain't really feeling that. You know what I mean? But you know what? Like I said, some revenue is better than no revenue. It won't really offset the costs, but at least I'll have some income, even while I'm working some expenses out of the business. At least I'll have a little income. You know what I mean? So we're gonna do that. It is a 2015 T680, 13 speed, ISX. So it'll be my first Cummins motor that I'm, operating, and it'll be my first 13 speed. So that'll be cool. Looking forward to that, just because hey, I like my truck, man, but I do see how a change in rear end ratio in a 13 speed can really make a difference in fuel mileage, in how hard your engine is working to get up a hill. I see how that can make a difference. So I'm pretty excited about that. I think I'm gonna have to wait until like next weekend to pick up the truck. The guy has something else he needs to do. Uh, he I talked to him earlier today on the phone. He said he had basically the truck I'm getting into. He's been working on for a month, and he's also working on He has a W9. He's been working on that past couple weeks. So he saw a load that picks up less than an hour away from his house, 12K to go to El Paso. So he said he's gonna grab that load, and bruh, I'm not supposed to do this, but it's gonna be okay. Um, he's gonna grab that load, go to El Paso, and then come back. So, hey, look, for anybody watching, you're not supposed to travel in this lane around 285. Um, I didn't realize that until I was already in the lane, and now I am attempting to get back into the two right lanes to return being a legal driver. All right, just want to let y'all know this is not the way you're supposed to travel around 285, and I just realized that. So now we're going to get back over into a lane in which we can legally travel around 285. All right. Anyways, so yeah, that's the deal on that. I'll kind of show you guys around the truck whenever I get it. Until then, I don't know. I'm gonna go home. I'm gonna empty this truck out and probably drop it off tomorrow sometime at the shop, and then kick it at the house. I don't know. We'll ride the Harley around and relax for a little while until it's time to do a little bit more work. Y'all know me. Go to the shooting range. Uh, get a little lead therapy going on until it's time to get back to work, get a little work done. He's going to bring the truck to me, and then I'm going to give him a ride to the airport. And I don't know if y'all see that truck switching lanes approximately 50 yards ahead of us. You're not supposed to do that. You're not supposed to ride in the number 3 lane uh, on 285. You are supposed to stay in number 1 and 2. So I'm just saying. I ain't snitching. I'm just saying. Or is it? I can't remember if number 1 if it flows outward. Either way, you're not supposed to travel on the inside 2 lanes. You're supposed to stay in the outside 2 lanes. I can't remember if the number 1 lane is from the median out. I think number 1 is actually from the median out. Yeah. So that's that. Nevertheless, that'll be cool, man. Be cool to drive a different truck. It's a T680 though, so what I hear is that T680s, their turning radius isn't nearly as great as like a 579 um, or even my truck. And my truck, my turn radius really isn't all that great. But I'm gonna find out. We're gonna find out. So this 285 experience is not terrible. There's a man I want to go around again so bad, but I'm like incriminating myself on the internet. I don't really know how I feel about that. Like I know y'all picking up on that. Yeah, we gone. Let's do it. We gone. It's like I know they have the signs there that say trucks stay out of the left 2 lanes, But it's like, man, dude, traffic would flow better if at least the faster trucks could get in these lanes. I don't know. So right now it's actually not bad because it doesn't apply here, especially at this switch here. But still. All right, so we riding. I just want to get out of Atlanta. I really do. Always, every time I come here, I get paranoid because I'm like, man, somebody gonna get in a wreck like a mile ahead of me, and they're gonna shut the whole interstate down. And I'm gonna be stuck sitting on doggone 285 for the next 90 minutes, 2 hours. One time that actually happened to me. I don't remember where I was, but I was getting on 285, and I did not, look at, you know, any sort of traffic camera or anything like that. And I literally got on the on ramp, and traffic was shut down at a standstill. So I pulled over on the shoulder, and I just sat there. I took a nap. I went off duty, took a nap. It was crazy. There was no way to reverse, nothing. Cars were literally doing 3-point turns to turn around and go up the on ramp in the wrong direction. It was ridiculous. It was absolutely ridiculous. So that jump will happen. They will, man, if they shut down 285 and they make it like one lane or two lanes because of a car accident, you're going to be sitting for a minute. Or sometimes they'll shut the whole thing down and then you got to wait until they open up a lane. I mean, it's crazy, man. It's wild. It is wild. Somebody said, now I will say, one time me and No Hippie were talking about Dallas versus Atlanta. I would prefer Atlanta over Dallas. I'll say that. I might be dragging Atlanta. Go ahead, JB Hunt. Golly, boy. Oh. I will say, I'll go on JB Hunt, man. I will say Dallas. See, he would have been mad if I would have sped up. You know what I'm saying? I will say Dallas isn't nearly as bad as Atlanta. Uh, Atlanta, at least you do this, you pass through, it's over in 20 to 30 minutes. Dallas is just so widespread. It's so widespread. It's so spread out. Like you're in a big city for a good minute. Look at all that traffic. Y'all see on the other side? Look at all that traffic. I'm trying to get in front of yellow truck here. Thank you, yellow truck. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. Uh, yeah, Dallas is just so spread out, man. So Atlanta's not as bad as Dallas, but man, pass through this mode about 4 p.m., 5 p.m., especially like on a Friday. Oh my goodness, you can feel everybody's attitude on Friday. Like the four wheelers, all the little car drivers or whatever, you can feel their attitude. It's like it's just weird. The vibe is totally different. It's totally different. We doing straight right now though. We're gonna get over one lane because all this drama right here on 75, we don't want nothing to do with that. It might be straight. I got the lane, one lane to the left of me. I'm just keeping it open as an option. Okay, we're passing by that nice and easy right now. So we're good. We're good. Right here. Y'all see this sign right here? Atlanta, Macon, Tampa. See all that traffic. So sometimes people will be in the lane I'm in trying to make it to the front so they can cut in front of somebody instead of preparing to get on 75 way back there. So, like, you want to get over one lane to the left. See, that's exactly what I mean, bro. Oh, another JB Hunt. Come on, JB Hunt. What are y'all doing, man? Golly, but that boy look all of 22. Ooh, sometimes you just want to get in front of people and slow down. We gonna leave him alone though. We gonna leave him alone. Look at his car on the shoulder. We got a truck to our left. Come on, JB Hunt. Y'all stop cutting people off, man. Know your truck governed. You see me coming up on you. All right, so we're actually looking pretty decent. Getting back on I-20 in about 12 miles. Y'all see 75 all packed? And it is worse when you actually go down that way. Oh my goodness, yeah. I'm sorry. I just do not like cities and traffic. Like, bro, I prefer to be in the middle of nowhere with the cruise set, listening to a podcast, just riding. Once I get in traffic, man. Like, there are only two things right now I can think of off the top of my head that really frustrate me about this job. One is rude customers. I do not like rude customers. Don't disrespect me because you're in a bad mood. Whatever's going on at your house, your boss is tripping on you, whatever the case may be. I don't care. Don't disrespect me. Okay? I didn't walk in this office disrespecting you. I'm here to pick up a load and provide a transportation service. Don't disrespect me. I don't like that. Frustrates me. Okay? And two is traffic. Those doggone cars don't know how to drive, man. They don't know how to drive. They do not know how to drive. Be cutting you off. Then you got JB Hunt cutting you off. Y'all witnessed it twice. Twice in less than 30 minutes. Got JB Hunt keep cutting you off. Prime keep cutting you off. I can talk about Prime. I used to work there. And I can talk about JB Hunt because it happened on camera. So we won't mention anybody else. Four-wheelers. Earlier today, I thought about saving the footage on my GPS. You know, I got a GPS with a camera on it, dash cam. Thought about saving the footage. Literally, a lady speeds up on the left side of my truck, gets in front of me, then hits the brake, slows down to slower than my speed. Mind you, she's right in front of my truck. Slows down to slower than my speed, and then just to take the next exit. Before she got to the next exit, I had went around her and blew the air horn and kept going. It's like, come on, man. You literally would have got there at the same time if you stayed behind my truck. Why are you tripping? Stop tripping. Everybody stop tripping. I'm such a different driver than what I was before I became a truck driver. Here we got Smith Transport. Let's see if this is a 579 or a 389 or what kind of truck we got over here. Smith Transport right here in front of us. I think it's a 579. Yep. I think so. Yep. Got an old Smith Transport 579. Driving with a glove on. All right there, brother. Boy, he's super focused. He had like both hands on the wheel, seatbelt tight. He had his high vis vest on. He's super focused. Nothing wrong with it. Hey, safety is our highest calling. You know what I'm saying? I feel you. I feel you, bit out. I feel you. All right. Looks like 285 was straight. Didn't do us too bad. We got I-20 coming up here in about 7.5 miles. So that's good. Everything's going good though. Earlier, you know, I was kind of reflecting. I've been at Landstar now for about 4 months. Earlier, I was just kind of reflecting on the past 4 months. Um, it's been, ooh, I almost went in the left lane, and I think I saw a state trooper. No, that's not a state trooper. I think that's a police officer, though. State troopers, they have blue vehicles here in Atlanta, in Georgia. We about to look like Smith Transport while that car passed by. Is that a cop? No, we good. But thank you. Go ahead, Star Leasing Company, Thrive Logistics. Um, so yeah, I was just reflecting over the past 4 months. I was like, man, it's been a cool 4 months, man. It's been a good 4 months, you know. I've had ups, I've had downs, um, I've had frustrating moments, I've had extremely rewarding and happy moments. But all in all, man, it's been a good 4 months. You know, um, I'm grateful to be where I am. Glad to be running a business, keeping up with this truck, which I plan on making a totally different video about keeping up with this truck. But I'm glad to be keeping up with this truck. This isn't for everybody. I totally get that. Having a cash truck is not for everybody. Some people just want to pay for a newer truck or lease a new piece of equipment. Nothing wrong with that. But for me, this is the path I want to be on. Hey, tomorrow I might change my mind. But you know what? Today, this is where I want to be. So funny. I actually remember. Y'all saw that? I don't know if y'all saw that little Dodge Charger. Anyways, so funny. I actually remember another YouTube video watching it while I was at Prime. And I remember that person kind of saying essentially the same thing, you know. Having a cash truck is going to be frustrating at times. You're going to have tough days. You're going to have breakdowns, etc. And it's definitely not for everybody, but for some of us, this is where we want to be. And there's a reason. Maybe I'll make a podcast about it. I'll produce it somehow, but there's a reason, man. For some of us, it's just what we want to do. It's what we want to do. I think I want to go around. I'm tired of being behind this flatbed. We're gonna keep it legal. We're gonna keep it legal. We're gonna keep it legal. Only got 4 miles till 20. So I don't know. It's been a 4 months for sure, right? I don't know if I mentioned it on YouTube or not, but at one time I had this gig where I was doing dropping hooks and dropping freight off at different stores, like department stores, and that was cool. Remember the agent that I met? I made a video one time that said, "Can't believe this Landstar agent did this." That was another cool experience. Uh, Remember that time where I got bills and what? The address was wrong on something. Was it wrong on the bills? I think it was wrong on the bills. Something. That was a frustrating experience. That was also my only time going into the Northeast. I got in and out. I remember when I dropped that load, my next load picked up same day, and it was headed right back down south. That was a frustrating experience, though. I mean, I've had ups and downs. I've had breakdowns. Had to replace one tire so far. Well, I haven't had breakdowns, but I've been in the shop. Had to replace one tire so far. That was a few weeks ago in Jacksonville. You know, I got kind of a little gig. I'm working with some friends now. That's a lot of fun. That is definitely an extreme high for the past 4 months. You know, got to hang out with Johnson's Logic the past 2, 3 weeks. So that's been cool. Yeah, what are y'all gonna do? So there's been highs and lows, and I'm grateful for it all. I really am. This is ridiculous, dude. Come on, man. Everybody's playing the traffic game, and it's dumb. Just cut it out. Great day, man. So yeah, past 4 months been great. I enjoy booking loads. I enjoy working with agents. I've enjoyed the entire experience. It's been great. Nevertheless, look, we're about to get off I-20. Got a mile and a half here. I'll wait till we get there. So the video literally is 20 to 285 to 20. Got 250 miles till we get to the crib. And I cannot wait to see my family and take a shower and relax. Got another slowdown happening here. What's going on here? Everybody's trying to get off on 20. I got my hazard lights on for dude that I passed earlier. Now that he coming up on me, make sure his fool don't run into me by accident, not paying attention. Oh my goodness, 285, 285. Let me off of 285. Goodness. Let me off of 285. 285, 285. Everything's been really cool though. Orientation was fun. Got to meet a really cool guy at orientation. I need to give him a call and catch up with him. Cab's class was cool. Got to meet a new field rep at Jacksonville, Florida's terminal. That was cool. It's been great, man. I've got to talk to one, two, three, like 4 or 5 prime drivers who came to Landstar after me. Truck with Me is one of them. That's his YouTube channel name, Truck with Me. Truck with Me, and no space in between. And the word with does not have an H. So Truck, W-I-T-M-E, no spaces. And the other 3 people that I remember off the top of my head, I went to Carnesville, Georgia to pick up some placard protectors. And there were like 3 out of the 5 people in the room for orientation, they were all former Prime drivers. They were like, yeah, we're coming here from Prime. One of them even was like, oh, watch your channel. Like, what's up, dude? I was like, yeah, what's going on, man? So that was funny. So it's been great. I don't know if I made a video about it, but one time I lost placards while driving. Had to figure that out. Man, that was a frustrating day for me. I was in Texas. I think maybe coming out of Forney, Texas or so. So it's been cool. Hauled my first hazmat load, my second, third, fourth, fifth, how many ever hazmat loads I've hauled now. Started hauling hazmat loads. That's cool. People think just because I ain't got no trailer, you gonna push me in the lane. Man, you better. Yeah, man. Started hauling hazmat. That's cool. Man, it's been the past 4 months. It's definitely been a growing experience. It really has been. I really like that, man. Some days I wanted to quit, and I'm glad I didn't. Glad I didn't. I'm going to talk about that in the video about, my truck. Some days, oh, come on, car. Golly, man. Some days I have really wanted to quit. Come on, y'all. Why people are so selfish? Anyways, trying to keep my patience. Yeah, man. Some days I've really wanted to quit, but I kept going. I'm glad I kept going. Glad I kept going. Listen, life's about the journey, man. Everybody's in a race to become a millionaire. Life's about the journey to me. Life's about these risky decisions that y'all have seen me take. That's what life's about. And I have no regrets. Some days I feel like I have regrets, but then I get to the next day and I don't have any regrets. So I don't know. All right, we're on I-20, y'all. I'm checking out. You already know what the motto is. Work hard, play hard, sleep hard, find you somebody to love. I love y'all. Don't forget, it's not about what you believe. It's all about why you believe it. Live